Law 10. The law of envy. Beware the fragile ego. Every time a friend succeeds, I die a little. Gore Vidal. Envy is the trickiest and most elusive of all human emotions. To decode envy, you must become a master of human nature. You need to be able to distinguish passive envy from active envy before you can understand its nuances. We all suffer from envy from time to time as we unconsciously observe the people around us and feel that they may have more in life than ourselves. The need to compare may motivate some of us to excel. For some, however, there are more extreme forms of envy. If people are actively trying to sabotage your projects, your career, or your relationships, then you're dealing with a dangerous, envious person. Signs of envy. It is difficult to detect subtle signs of envy, but if you pay attention, you can detect them. Micro-expressions. It is the eyes that are most associated with envy. It's often the first impression that's the most accurate, so you should pay more attention to it. The envier will momentarily look at you with disdain and hostility. Sometimes the look is only noticeable by accident, but if you notice such looks in your first encounter with someone, and they happen more than once, a dangerous envious person could be lurking into your life. The Schopenhauer method for eliciting envy. Tell suspected enviers some good news about yourself, a promotion, a new and exciting love interest. You will notice a very quick expression of disappointment. The tone of voice as they congratulate you will betray some tension and strain. Equally, tell them some misfortune of yours and notice the uncontrollable micro-expression of joy in your pain, what is commonly known as Schadenfreude. Poisonous praise. Beware of people who give you confusing and paradoxical praise. They will find ways to praise you, but mix the praise with sarcasm and offhand remarks which are designed to make you feel uncomfortable and make you doubt your abilities. Backbiting. Gossip often serves as a cover for envy, a means of venting frustration through sharing malicious rumors and stories. If you happen to hear of a negative story spread about you, that should have enough impact to raise your awareness. A sign of active envy could be the fact that your friend feels the need to vent his or her underlying hostility to a third party rather than keep it to themselves. Push and pull. If people are envious of you, the people with the closest proximity who know all your secrets and weaknesses are often in the best position to act upon this envy. Enviers often use friendship and intimacy as the best way to wound the people they envy. Envier types. Here are 5 common varieties of envious people, how they disguise themselves and how they attack. The leveler. Levelers are always on the lookout for injustice and unfairness in the world. Despite their ability to put others down, they do not easily take a joke at their own expense. It is their goal to bring everyone down to their level of mediocrity. Levelers cannot identify or value excellence in anyone. Be aware of these people, especially in the workplace. Such individuals will try to make you feel guilty for being ambitious to try and cover up their own ambitions to succeed. Levelers are people who want to bring you down when they see you rise above them. The self-entitled slacker. People today rightfully feel entitled to success and a good life, but they recognize that they will need to sacrifice their time and work hard. Self-entitled slackers believe that they are entitled to success and the finer things in life. These people are plagued by narcissism and insecure about their own abilities to get what they want. Keep an eye out for those who prefer to maintain their positions through charisma rather than by putting in the hard work to get things done. The status fiend. Humans are very sensitive to their rank and position within social groups. Status for some people, however, is more than a way to measure social position. It is the most important factor in determining how valuable they perceive themselves to be. Status fiends will ask you about your income, whether you own your home, and what type of neighborhood you live in. It is common for such types to demonstrate their status in an opposite direction, portraying themselves to be monk-like, but in reality they secretly yearn for the luxury they cannot afford. When you're around this type of envier, try to hide or at least downplay anything that might trigger envy. The attacher. These types are attracted to the successful or powerful, not in admiration but out of envy. They will do anything they can to make themselves useful, but they lack their own purpose and they want to get some of that attention and success the high achiever is getting, without all the hard work. They hate the fact that this person is getting more than them. The insecure master. For some people, having a high position increases their insecurities. They fear subordinates who may possess more talent than them with an envious gaze. They may fire people for strange reasons or discredit your outstanding projects. Keep an eye out for signs of insecurity or envy among those above you. Envy triggers. While certain personality types tend to be more prone to envy than others, you should be aware that certain situations can cause envy in just about anyone. Older people and people whose professions are fading tend to have a fragile ego and can easily feel envious of others. When a woman achieves high levels of success, other women and men feel inadequate, leading to jealousy and animosity instead of appreciation. In order to deflect envy, it becomes even more important for successful women to play the humble card. The best way to deal with an envy attack is to control your emotions. As a result of social media, envy is more common today than ever before. We all have a low level of envy within us, which can be exacerbated by reading something or seeing something that makes us feel insecure. Beyond envy. Envy thrives in environments where people see each other every day, whether they are colleagues in a corporation, family members, neighbors, or peers in any type of group. Considering that our brains cannot stop comparing, we should redirect this mechanism into something constructive and creative. Human greatness is to be admired. Admiration is the opposite of envy. We acknowledge people's accomplishments, celebrate them without feeling insecure. Our species' potential is to be celebrated when we recognize someone's greatness. Gratitude is the best antidote to envy. Engage in downward comparisons. We often compare ourselves with people above us and we become envious. Instead of always looking upwards, look downwards from time to time. Compare yourself to people who are lower than you socioeconomically, not in a superior manner, but in a way that gives you gratitude for the things that you do have in your life that so many others do not. Schadenfreude, the experience of gaining pleasure from another person's suffering, is closely related to envy. Instead, follow what Friedrich Nietzsche called Mitfreude, which means joying with. Instead of simply congratulating someone on their success, you should instead attempt to actively feel their joy. Try to feel what they must be feeling in their moment of success. Practicing Mitfreude increases your ability to feel this emotion in relation to your own experience.